All right, that was Susan Tehrani from New York getting us the latest on all that's leading up to the presidential race in the US. Moving further, now fresh troubles are mounting for Pakistan, which is already facing economic turmoil. Now, Pakistan faces a growing uproar in the US as well.
And US lawmakers are calling for a halt to aid until Islamabad makes some changes in its constitution. 11 US lawmakers have penned a letter to the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken, urged the Biden administration to stop aid to Pakistan. And according to them, any future aid should be withheld until Islamabad makes some big changes. And these measures, as outlined in the letter, revolve around improving its human rights standards, reversal of the stringent changes made to blasphemy laws, and conducting free and fair elections.
Now, essentially, the US lawmakers want Pakistan to address these critical issues within its borders before expecting continued financial support.
And they have called for a restoration of the constitutional order. The lawmakers, including Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, have asked the U.S. State Department to prove if any of the U.S. origin security assistance to Pakistan was used to facilitate human rights violation in Pakistan.
The letter warned Blinken that Pakistan's moves to strengthen the blasphemy law and the proposed changes made to it will be used to further target minority and smaller religious groups in the country. They pointed out that the bill, which is yet to be signed by President, was passed in haste despite repeated calls from many lawmakers for a thorough parliamentary procedure.
And the letter by the U.S. lawmakers comes as in Pakistan, blasphemy is a sensitive issue, and according to an independent rights group, the Center for Social Justice, more than 2,000 people in Pakistan have been accused of committing blasphemy from 1997 to May 2023.
Now, the lawmakers pointed how on August 16th, basically just 8 days after the bill was passed in Pakistan's parliament, a mob desecrated churches and set fire to homes of Christians in Jaranwala.
They also talked about the protest against this bill in Pakistan, including by the Shia community in the Baltistan province. And the lawmakers warned in their letter that religious persecution remains rampant in Pakistan, and we are concerned about the future restrictions on freedom of religion and belief should this bill become law.
Now, viewers, while recognizing Pakistan's importance as a long-standing ally, the US lawmakers stressed on Pakistan's need to address the issues like the restrictions on freedom of expression, speech and religion.
They expressed concerns about enforced disappearances, about military courts and the harassment and arrest of political opponents, as well as human rights defenders.
Now, they mentioned that the case of a prominent Pakistani human rights lawyer, Iman Mazari, who was taken from her home at 3 a.m. in August without an arrest warrant.
And the arrest came after she spoke at a rally against Pakistan's enforced disappearances. They also mentioned Pakistan's former Prime Minister, Imran Khan, who is in jail right now. In their letter, they warned that the former Prime Minister could potentially face a death penalty for allegedly violating the Official Secrets Act.
The 11 lawmakers in the US have urged the US Embassy in Islamabad to send observers to their hearing, as well as other legal proceedings of human rights defenders and political dissidents.
They also offered to work with Secretary Blinken so that they can promote human rights, democracy and stability in Pakistan. And now it's time for a quick break.
Don't go anywhere. Of course, this is World DNA and we will be back with you after these messages. On the other side, China has made additions to its defense forces. And according to reports, the People's Liberation Army may have set up the first ever military command for hypersonic weapons and other near-space military operations.
And also on the other side, a Sino-Canadian row reared its head on Monday after one of the two Canadians jailed by China for nearly 3 years claimed he was unwittingly used for intelligence gathering and is seeking compensation from Ottawa. We will tell you all about this as we get back after a short break. Stay tuned.